various components of network pen testing. In this video, we are going to take a look at a couple of points. First of all, we are going to learn about network pen testing components, and I will also try to explain you about those components, how we can divide network pen testing into two parts, and I will tell you about when I will list it. So these are the two components available inside network: server-side pen testing and client-side pen testing, right? So I categorize network pen testing into two parts: server-side as well as client-side. Server-side is basically where the servers are located, and client-side where all the clients are working inside your network, like office work. So let's start with server-side pen testing. That what is server-side pen testing? So pen testing at network level components. So the components which are working at network side, that is called server-side. And if you try to pen test those components, so that is called server-side pen testing. For example, firewall penetration, because firewall is basically at server-side. So this is server-side penetration testing. IDS, intrusion detection system, is always available at the server side. That is IDS. Penetration is server side pen testing. Router pen testing, router is also available in network side. So if you try to penetrate a router, then it will be called server side pen testing, or server, directly server. So you have a server, and if you try to pen test your server to find out the loopholes or weakness inside it, so that is also considered in server side pen test. So these are the components in server-side pen testing. There are other components are also available, but these are the most one. So you can see here that the devices which are connected at the network side and client is not able to communicate with them directly, so that is called server-side pen testing. At the network side, all the components, if you try to pen test these kind of components or devices, that is called server-side pen testing. I hope you have understood. Next is client-side pen testing. That's quite easy. For example, office space where all the employees are working, that all are the clients. They have their operating system. So if pen testers are trying to exploit their operating system at client side, so that is considered into client-side pen testing. And application pen testing, for example, if in client system applications are working or softwares are working, if pen tester is trying to exploit those softwares, so that is called application penetration testing. For example, if PHP is working which is not patched, right, you are still using the older version of PHP, so that is considered inside client side pen testing. Or application pen testing, which is working inside your operating system. So these are the two components according to me. So if we talk about a section summary, that what we have learned in this section. So first of all, we have learned about the installation of operating systems. Then we have learned that how we can update our operating system. Then we have learned about network pen testing basics. And finally, we have learned about what are the components available inside network pen testing. So this is all about this section, and I hope you have enjoyed it. In the next section, we are going to learn about network pen testing, network scanning techniques. Thank you.